Hello everyone. In this video I will be discussing the commonly used qualitative research tools. I already discussed the focus group interview in the last video, so our agenda in this video is discussing the others. First of all is depth interview. A depth interview is a one-to-one interview. As opposed to focus group interview, which consists of 5 to 10 people, in depth interview, a researcher asks a single respondent at a time. So it's a sort of probing interview between a trained researcher and respondent. So it has two key advantages. One is it gains considerable insight from each individual, and also a good for understanding unusual behaviors. That means if you are studying unusual behaviors, then this approach will be good. But there are disadvantages as well. So result depends on researcher interpretation. The way researcher interpret the respondent's answer, the research outcome will be dependent on that. Result not meant to generalize, and it can be very expensive. And you can see I have included one example that how the questions will be asked by an interviewer in a depth interviews. The next one is conversation. Conversation is unstructured dialogue between researcher and a respondent. Okay, so it's an informal qualitative data gathering approach where the researcher will involve in a dialogue or in a conversation with the respondents. So the advantages are it gains unique insights from enthusiasts. It also can cover sensitive topics. It is relatively less expensive than depth interviews or focus group interviews. However, the disadvantages are easy to get, of course, and interpretations are very much researcher dependent. The next one is semi-structured interview. So semi-structured interview generally includes open-ended questions, often in writing, and or may ask for short essay type answers from respondents. So the difference between conversation and semi-structured interview is in conversation the researcher involved with dialogue with the respondent, whereas in semi-structured interview generally the respondent is asked to provide the answer of a structured open-ended questions. The advantages are it can address more specific issues. Result can be more easily interpreted because it's more structured, and cost advantages over focus group and depth interviews. However, the disadvantages are there are lack of flexibility because you are not allowing respondent to answer a question that is not within the structured questions list. Social networking, one of the most impactful qualitative research technique nowadays is social networking. So nowadays there are many companies, they have their own social networking page. What they actually do is they focus or they concentrate on the comments or the responses provided by the users of their product. And probably a very simple strategy is there will be one person responsible to categorize these comments or respondents as a positive, negative, and after a particular time period, probably they will be tally the positives and negative responses, and if they find that there are more negatives than positive, that there may be a warning for the company, or if there are more positives than negatives, probably the company can understand about customer satisfaction. Then free association techniques and sentence completion. In free association, it actually records the first thought that comes to a consumer's mind. Okay, that means in free association, what you will do is probably you will say something and will ask your respondent to immediately express the respondent's thought. Okay, for example, it might be possible that you ask your respondent to tell a brand when you say a particular product. For example, you say car. Ask your respondent to immediately tell a brand. You say a soft drink, ask your respondent to immediately tell a brand. So in this way, you will get the immediate cognitive response of your respondent. And in sentence completion, you will be providing a half sentence and you ask your respondent to complete the sentence. The advantages are these approaches are economical, that means less expensive, and also can be done quickly. However, disadvantages are definitely lack of flexibility, because it's likely to produce sorry, because it's likely to answer the respondents, likely to answer the researchers' question. That's why the respondents cannot provide anything the respondents are thinking. Then observation. In observation, the researcher record notes describing observed events. So probably the researcher will go to a field, will closely observe or carefully observe the respondent, and then record them and try to interpret the behavior or the experiences to address the research objective. Advantages are it can be unobtrusive, because respondents is simply observe rather than ask any question. And also another advantage is it can yield an actual behavioral pattern. However, disadvantage is they're very expensive, because it's like participant observer series. Then collages, in collages, what actually does respondent does is respondent assembles pictures that represent their thoughts or feelings. So respondents will be asked to assemble some pictures that represent their feeling on a particular issue. Okay. For example, you ask your respondent to make a collage on a motorbike. So what respondents can do, they can provide you some pictures to you that will express the respondent's thinking or behavior regarding a particular motorbike. It is flexible enough to provide novel thoughts. However, a disadvantage is it's highly dependent on the researcher's interpretation of the collage. This is the last one. Yes, this is the last one, the thematic appreciation test. Here, the researcher provides an ambiguous picture to the respondent, and respondent is asked to tell about the story. Okay. For example, look at this picture. Researchers probably will show this type of ambiguous picture to respondents, and respondent will be asked to complete. For example, do you think we need to upgrade our word processing software? And the person sitting on the chair will be providing an answer. So respondents will be asked to complete this picture. That will give you the respondent's perspective. So advantages are it's projective and allows to get at sensitive issues, and as well as it's flexible. However, it's once again highly dependent on researchers' interpretation. Exploratory research has some limitations, that its interpretation is pretty much researcher dependent and may not draw any conclusive answer. And also, since it's based on generally based on a small sample, may not be able to replicate in other contexts. So in this chapter, we mainly learned qualitative and quantitative research, qualitative research orientation, and qualitative research tools. Thank you.